No money spent. This is probably one of the worst challenges to do in 2K. As a matter of fact, it might actually be the worst challenge you could possibly do. Now, for any of you guys who don't know, a typical build in 2K will cost around 365,000 VC or around $100. Now, obviously, that is a ridiculous amount of money for just one single build, but unfortunately, it does beat the alternative, which is to either be a 2K degenerate and absolutely grind your balls out in the park, or also be a 2K degenerate and grind your balls out in mycareer. Now, mycareer is actually the fastest way to make VC unless you are playing the events and are actually a very good 2K player. But anyone who plays 2K will know that most players who play this game are a bunch of casuals. Now, since I'm not a capper, I'm not gonna cap to you guys and say that I'm good at this game. I am not good at all. I am a casual at best. If you've ever faced me in the park and you let me beat you, you might as well just retire, bro. Now, this would actually be my very second no money spent build. For those of you who don't know, my very first build was actually no money spent. So, yeah, there's a little fun fact for you guys. I actually did make a video on my very first build in my last video. So if you guys haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. Now, with all that being said, 2K, for me at least, has been very boring recently. So as an attempt to enhance my gaming experience, I'm going to try and spice things up and try and make a 6'10" no money spent Kevin Durant build. Now, this video is just going to be part 1. I am trying to make this a series because you guys know this will take an extremely long. And I mean, I'm a busy man. I got work. I got shit to do all day. The main reason I wanted to make this video is to put into perspective how much work 2K forces you to put in. And if you don't put this work in, then you are forced to spend $100. Now, I will purely only be using mycareer to get the initial VC until I am around an 80 to an 85 overall. Then we can start bringing the build into the park. Now, technically, the fastest way to make VC in mycareer is going to be street ball combined with the street ball challenges. Now, this is the fastest mycareer method because the games only go up to 21 points. It is not like a mycareer game where you have to wait 5 minutes for every quarter. Not to mention, you can shut the game down at around 13 to 15 points depending on how good you do. So, this is basically what I did for around a week. I basically just played street ball until I was good enough overall to bring this build into the park. Now, of course, I got y'all boys with some gameplay, but it's not live gameplay. I am just going to be commenting over the gameplays. And of course, to make the video watchable for everyone, I'm not going to show every single game that I played. It is over 300 games that I've played or something like that. I'm honestly only going to show you guys the lowlights. There's no point in showing you guys my career highlights. But before I show you guys the build that I made for this no money spent video, and before we hop into the gameplays, I want to ask you guys for a quick favor, and that is to just like the video. But without further ado, you guys know how I like to roll with these videos. I don't like to waste no one's time. Let's get straight into the video. Alright, so getting straight into the video, of course, the first thing that I need to show you guys is the build that I went and made. I decided to make it at a power forward, 6'10", 238 pounds with a 7'1" wingspan. Now, of course, we're short and we have T-Rex arms, but that just means we'll be able to shoot the ball better. We got that 90 mid-range. And then because we're 6'10", we'll be able to somewhat dribble and speed boost around the court. Of course, guys, I know Kevin Durant is not 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan. I just wanted to make this build to fit the current meta. Now, with that being said, I did try my best to match Kevin Durant's play style. I didn't try to match his exact attributes in the 2K game. I basically just made my version of a Kevin Durant build, so I hope y'all like it. Tell me what y'all think in the comments down below. I'm about to show y'all the build right now. So this is my 6'10" Kevin Durant build that I decided to make for the no money spent video. Now, again, this is not my first time doing no money spent. I really just thought Kevin Durant's play style would be fun to emulate. And if you take a look at these attributes, of course, we got the 90 mid-range, the 84 driving layup with the 87 driving dunk, and of course we got the post control because, you know, Kevin Durant has some post control. So you can already see right off the bat, finishing and shooting is off the charts. The playmaking is all right. I know the pass accuracy is very low for a Kevin Durant build, but I play a lot of random rec, and if you think I'm gonna pass the ball to these randoms, you're crazy, bro. But yeah, man, overall the build is very solid. Of course, the defense is all right at best. I mean, I have a 7 foot that has the exact same defense, and I play all right. Again, I'm not gonna try and cap to you guys and say that I'm good. Now, unfortunately, when you got guys make the build, you do not get any shades of Kevin Durant, and the build name is going to be absolute garbage. And this is where my no money spent 2K journey began. And rightfully so, the first thing I did was hit my daily elite wheel spin because I just saw someone win 20,000 VC. Like, I'm not even joking, I have the screenshot for proof. It was actually crazy, but I got Gatorade, man. Like, come on. The 10 games that I got that Gatorade for didn't even go to any park or rec games. It all went to street ball games because that's all I was playing. Now, for those of you who don't know, there is a new daily street ball challenger every couple of hours, and you can do this challenge on every single build that you have. So let's say you did have a couple of builds, let's say around 4, then that would already be around 4,500 VC because you do got to consider you make an extra 300. You can also do the Chris Brickley and the Art of Shooting challenges on every single build as well. So again, if you have around 4 builds, you can average around 9,000 VC a day. But that is outrageous considering the fact that you would technically have to spend $400 to do this. Now, before every street ball game, I made sure to go to the Art of Shooting facility to get my hot zones and get my daily 750 VC. And of course, I also made sure I was doing the Chris Brickley 1v1s every day. This is one challenge that you can actually do every single day. Now, first play of my street ball game, I'm already cheesing the AI with the pick and roll, and then I break that shot. So I call for the ball again, and then I shoot it, and then I miss again. So I call back. At this point, I don't even know how I missed those first 2 shots. So I start sizing them up. You know, I'm trying to lock in. So I hit another crazy shot, and then I break that again. So I call for the ball again. I shoot it, and I break. But luckily, 5-0 came in clutch. Like, no, he didn't. He didn't hit that shot. This play right here is quite a dilly-dally. I was calling for the ball. He somehow intercepts it and hits an alley-oop right after. Like, what is this? Next play, I'm dribbling the ball up the court, trying to ISO this little dude, and then I realize, okay, he kind of clamping me up. So I pass the ball out, and then I try to hit him with the screen, and then I go for a wide open 3. I didn't think I actually made it, but I'm not going to cut that out of the video because now this play right here was actual bonkers. First of all, I don't even know how he blew by me like that and got that dunk off. That's actually crazy. And on offense, I'm just trying to cook him. I'm trying to size him up. I'm a big man on this build. I'm playing on my big man build. I'm not playing on the 60 overall, but then I break this shot. So I try to pass it out to my boy 5-0 because I know he don't miss threes, but he misses that 3. Now, after around 20 to 25 street ball games, I got a little spend happy and decided to spend the VC that I had on the build. Now, I didn't upgrade much. I just wanted to kind of force myself to keep upgrading the build, so I just upgraded the mid-range and the ball handle a little bit, and that is how I went about spending my first 13,000 VC. Of course, right after this, I decided to hit up the elite spin, and I ended up recording it, and then of course it gives me layups and dunks. Like, this is a guard build that I am playing on. I'm not playing on a 60. Now, I know I said I wouldn't show any highlights, but I just had to show you guys this play. First of all, look at this defense I'm playing right here. I am straight riding him, and to take a look at the sauce, I don't even know how to explain these dribble moves I'm doing, but I hit him with a misdirection cross, I fade it, and I green it. Now, I want y'all to take a look at this cheese right here. I'm trying to call for the pick and roll, but it doesn't work. Now, he almost goes out of bounds, but luckily I'm able to save it, so I call for another pick and roll, and oh my god, what was that? And then I get absolutely sauced on deep. Now, 20 more games later and 1 2K TV episode deep, I was able to come out with 17,000 VC. Now, this was all within the span of 2 or 3 days. I did not do this all in one day. And with 17,000 VC, we were actually able to have enough to fully max out our mid-range and get a decent driving. Man, I already know when the build is all maxed out, that 90 mid-range is gonna go crazy. Now, of course, guys, I wasn't forgetting to do my Chris Brickley and my Art of Shooting challenges. I was making sure I did those every opportunity I could get. Now, again, with the random clips, this guy's trying to sauce me up. He takes some weird ass shot. I don't even know why he took that. I don't know who he thought he was. He for sure was not my 6'10 Kevin Durant build, but I try to hit him with a misdirection and I go up for a layup and I... Now, I'm not trying to bore you guys with any more street ball clips. Trust me, it's as boring for me to play as it is for you to watch. So from now on, I am just going to be showing you guys how I decided to upgrade the build with the VC that I made after every street ball game. This is how I decided to upgrade it to get it to a 70 overall, and after I upgraded it, I still didn't feel like it was ready to bring into the park. So I decided to keep playing more street ball games until I got around a 77 or a 75 overall. Now, after another 2 or 3 days had passed, I had racked up around 19,000 VC, and even only that was enough to get me to a 71 overall. So I knew I had to step up my game. So I decided to just go all out and dedicate like 5 or 6 days of my life to purely 2K street ball. And after 5 days of just purely playing street ball, I came out with a whopping 40,000 BC. Now, it actually was enough to get some decent attributes and some pretty good badges, but it only got me up 4 overall. And I want you guys to keep in mind that this right here would be my 7th day grinding out 2K for one build. And this is using pretty much the fastest way to make VC. Oh, wait, guys. I actually completely forgot that I had a mycareer method that I could have been doing the entire time, but I completely forgot about it. And I made a video on it. I have no idea how I forgot to do it. But with all of that being said, I do feel like the attributes are good enough for this build to start playing inside of the park. So I will be making a part 2 to this video. Now, part 2 will be coming out very soon. Don't worry. I know you guys are probably a bit disappointed that I only got up to a 75 overall. But man, the struggle is real in 2K, bro. Again, the real reason I wanted to release this video so soon is to show you guys the alternative to spending $100 on this game. So it's kind of a pyramid scheme either way. But anyways, boys, that is going to be it for me for now. I'm going to continue this as a series, and I hope to see you guys in the other videos. I hope every single person is doing well in 2024, and I wish the best for all of you. Anyways, see you guys in the next video.